Hello, I'm Sillyllamaz and I really wanted to do something different today because I haven't put out much content on game reviews because I'm still playing through Red Dead Redemption 2 and I really want to get 100% on that. So today I wanted to talk about cryptocurrencies, which is a passion and a hobby of mine for a little under 2 years now. I never felt competent enough to do it, and it has really been a roller coaster ride for me, and I just wanted to clear up the misconception that people tend to have about it. Most of the people I know have only doubts about it, and well, it's good for them. I mean, nobody's forcing anything upon each other. So for the past year, I've been reading books, reading white papers and watching videos. I've read books about investing, trading. I learned about different asset classes and commodities. I now have the basic knowledge of how market cycles work, but in the grander scheme of things, I know there's much to learn still. I have watched many news, both mainstream news for the masses and specified sources for the classes. To be honest, I would watch and listen everything, both good and bad, and try to be as objective as I can while making up my own mind about everything. I usually spend 4 hours a day to keep myself up to date with everything that's going on, both in the cryptocurrency and traditional markets. 3 to 4 hours a day, at least, for the past 365 days in a row. I really don't get those people who say that crypto is dead and nobody's talking about it anymore. They say there are no news and the market is dead. It's ridiculous, as this world has so much news every day. It's hard to keep track of everything that happens in one day. Mainstream is for the masses, and they will start talking about things when they have already happened. Now, before I begin, I must say that I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I telling you to buy cryptocurrencies. This is purely my own personal opinion on that matter. Everything is, well, my own conclusion that I have drawn after accumulating everything I now know. Some might say that if you read about one thing a lot, you will convince yourself into believing in everything. Well, this is why I have significantly widened my perspective and learned at least something about everything. I am not a trader, I'm a holder, but I will still learn about technical analysis, just to understand the terminology. For the sake of this video, I tried to search as much material as I could from the year 2016, since it was the time before 2017's run-up. I wanted to know about the mood and opinions of people who were in cryptocurrency field that time. None of them knew exactly what was coming in 2017, but everyone knew that they were headed there eventually. Now I know that cryptocurrency history goes back as far as 2009 with Bitcoin and even earlier 80s, since experiments in cryptography began. But this video here is not about that. The point for this video is learning to trust your own opinion, and if you are a holder of cryptocurrencies, not to sell them when they are down. You will get a glimpse of history, and you will get some predictions for the future. So just bear with me. Trust me, being in this market for a year is the same as being in a stock market for a decade. And can you imagine, it's been 2 years for me, so it kind of feels forever. I know some people personally who were in cryptocurrency in 2011. I know people who bought Bitcoin with $3 and sold it for 24. I remember seeing a movie, Bitcoin, The End of Money as We Know It, in 2015. And I thought that it was too late, and I was too late for the party and completely dismissed everything I saw in there. I remember that there was one guy there, so-called Bitcoin at that time. My conclusion was that my grandparents lived in the time where the stock markets and gold was the main opportunity to take part in. If they would have bought anything, Apple, AT&T, silver, gold, whatever, and held on to it today, they would be rich. If my parents had taken part in the revolution of internet in 1996, they would have been rich also. Well, our generation has cryptocurrency, and mad will be the kids who grow up and think backwards on their parents, who missed out on a new emerging direction that everything is taking under their nose. Again, we are in the center of the storm and may not see the bigger picture. By the way, if you want to learn more about the third industrial revolution, please check out the video down below. It does not talk about crypto directly, but it mentions everything that distributed ledger technology will offer. Main thing for this technology is the incentive to participate. Being rewarded for content, information, or just staking your tokens for other. It is just a marvelous piece of technology that will revolutionize the usage of digital and physical data to own your own information and share it whomever you like to. Evolution of technology always follows a certain curve, like Moore's law, that predicts that the speed of processing power will double in every 2 years. Now I'm sure that it might slow down a bit in the future, but the curve is still exponential no matter how you cut it. And it's the same with cryptocurrency. Many might look at the price only, or say it's a bubble. It's a bubble! It's a bubble! It's a tulips and bubble! That's all I heard in 2017. What isn't a bubble? Honestly, if you see the S&P 500 index chart from the 1930s, you can say this is in a bubble as well. Does that mean it might drop to 0? Or back to 500 soon? No, it does not. Since this graph reflects the valuation of different companies throughout a century. Some fail, some succeed, some are used in S&P 500 charts. Many might be replaced by other companies. What matters here is the progression of human race, the evolution. Evolution has only one way: to evolve, go forward. What we see in cryptocurrencies today might not be what they will become in the future. A good parallel would be the invention of binary code, as it was first meant as a punch card for the loom invented in 17th century. Nobody knew that the machine made for sewing carpets was actually the first computer that ran on binary code. The truth is, we don't know what crypto will evolve to. But what we do know is that modern technology adapts much faster than it did 400 years ago. Using plastic card payments took over 30 years to be accepted worldwide. Smartphones took little under 6 years to conquer the world. As soon as blockchain will become scalable, the floodgates are opened. But smart money enters the market now. One does not need to look further than the fact that Wall Street has bought several cryptocurrency exchanges this year. Custodial services are being created as we speak. The New York State Department of Financial Services has approved Gemini Trust and Paxos Trust stablecoins. I mean, you would have to be blind if you don't see what is going on. But no. Bitcoin is dead because mainstream media isn't talking about it. Yeah, I saw that many use this curve as a so-called prediction of the future. What amazed me was how accurately it actually showed the future. And this graph is still very much valid today. What frightened me the most is the massive overshoot, a deviation to the upside we had last year. It was too much too soon. Many got burnt as they FOMO'd in before the crash. I am a little afraid what would happen in the next bull run. Shall we overshoot again? How much? When will it happen? Will it even happen? Coming back to the fundamentals, markets in crypto are volatile, both going up and also going down. Movements are very violent at times, running on the streets. Rockefeller. As of now, markets seem somewhat stable, but we can go down even lower tomorrow. Volatility in this market comes from the small amount of people in there. Crypto is one of the smallest markets out there, but if it's regulated properly, it will be a multi-trillion market. Many people who I talk to do not grasp the concept of market cap. Market cap does not mean that this is the number of dollars that someone has put into the project. Market cap is the fixed number of tokens times the price last person paid for it. You can have 1000 Llama coins, and if you even manage to sell one of those for $10, you have a market cap of $10,000, a valuation for your project. But in reality, you only made $10. Think about it. And even some people relate cryptocurrency to multi-level marketing, a pyramid scheme. Well, there are scams everywhere. If you buy something that some YouTuber tells you to buy and then offers his or her referral link as well, then you are the person who does not think for themselves. You're a person who doesn't do any research. So many people lost money in BitConnect, I watched it happen. Many people put their life savings in there. Although there were several well-known YouTubers who said it was a scam, they even proved it. Life lesson: never a business using a pyramid scheme marketing model. Are both of those companies scammers? I have been in contact with several YouTubers whose opinion really mattered to me at some point, but I later learned that they were paid to promote different coins. So no cryptocurrency is a pyramid scheme if you do your research. So this here was my video about cryptos and a slice of history as well. If this one gets any views, none of the other will, then I will gladly make some more suggestions or how-to videos. I'm Sillyllamaz and thanks for watching. Till next time.